Bonjour, good morning, welcome all of you. The topic we are going to discuss right now is on peace, peace, peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So, it is a brilliant topic. That is, the peace is the basis of sadhana. True basis of sadhana is peace. There must be peace, established peace, settled peace inside and outside for this yoga to progress. So right now the topic of discussion we are going to write to see on peace and peace and peace. There was a beautiful question that was questioned to the Divine Mother. How can we establish a settled peace and silence in the heart? Mother had the very short sentence, short reply. You must want it. If it is to be very much settled peace and you want to establish settled peace and silence in the mind, for that actually the most required condition is that you must want it. Later mother of course elaborated the sentence, tried to explain in deep. Before going, we will have a small beginning with mother's quotations from on peace. Couple of lines mother has elaborated and discussed, of course analyzed and expressed. Mother quotes, there is no greater peace than that of the pure mind. So to get the established settled peace, the basic requirement is that of a pure mind. The purity of mind is basically required for that. Mother then goes a little bit forward. Nowhere will you be able to find peace unless you have the peace in the heart. The heart in peace in the heart is the most prominent condition. With that you can find peace everywhere. So sometimes we feel outside peace leads to the inside rest and calmness. But the thing is that you must have the peace in your heart only to find peace in the outside world. So mother has the beautiful observation here. Nowhere you will be able to find peace unless you have the peace in your heart. Again mother goes forward, in peace and inner silence you will more and more become conscious of the constant presence. Again another phrase we do see here, constant presence you can only can be achieved through this inner silence and peace. Mother quotes beautifully, in peace and inner silence you will be more and more become conscious of the constant presence. Presence is there, sometimes you feel, sometimes you don't feel, but to feel to be conscious of the constant presence you must have the in you must stay more and more, you will stay in peace and inner silence. Again so in peace and silence the eternal manifest. That is a great thing mother has quoted, explained. In peace and silence the eternal manifest. Let nothing trouble you and the eternal will manifest. Nothing must trouble you unless otherwise this condition has been attained, accomplished, achieved. Really this eternal can't manifest. So mother's direct saying was like this, in peace and silence the eternal manifests. Eternal manifestation of the eternal will be possible only in the peace and silence. So for that actually what must be there, let nothing trouble you, and then only without being troubled you will find the manifestation of the eternal. So here another thing mother has quoted here, it is from the divine that the sadhaka receives peace. Where shall we get peace? Not in the seashore or in the forest or on the top of the mountain. Anywhere, whatever you lie, or you are lying on the roof of your wealth and all. So that is not the condition. What you know, in the it is from the divine that the sadhaka receives peace. A peace quite independent from the outward circumstances. Outer circumstances like you are gaining wealth, you are getting your spouse, your people, you are blessed with a son or a daughter, your daughter's marriage is over, you have got a big building, you have done a car and all. That is not the outward, all those are outward things. From there the true peace never comes. So mother quotes, The true, it is from the divine that a sadhaka, so far this sadhana and the sadhak is concerned, and the rest people who are involved in the ordinary human life, it is not told of them. So it is from the divine that that a sadhak receives peace, a peace quite independent from outer circumstances. So what we have to do really, turn more towards the divine, aspire for the real inner peace, and you will get enough peace and carry in your work without disturbance. Without disturbance. For that, actually, you must turn towards the divine. That is number one. Number two, to aspire for the real inner peace, and then you will get the achievement will be there. The outcome will be there. Then you will get enough peace to carry on your work without disturbance. That is the great saying from the mother. Anyway, the question was put to the mother. That was a big question, brilliant question. Mm, how can we establish a settled peace and silence in the mind? Mother had the initial observation very shortly, very only within one or two words. Mother expressed, first of all, you must want it. Then mother tries to explain in a very beautiful manner. Mother quotes, and then you must try and must persevere. That's what. First, you must want. That is the required condition. Then, what you have to do? You must try and must persevere. Continue trying. Continue trying. That is the condition that you must do. So, to begin with, instead of thinking 50 things, so many things here and there, from here to there, top to bottom, instead of thinking 50 things, you begin saying to yourself, peace, 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 calm, peace. Number of times, Mother has quoted, no, at least, 6 times. Peace, 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 peace. Then one more thing has been come in between calm, and then also peace. So, you 6 plus 1, 6 times peace and 1 time calm. So you imagine peace and calm, mother quotes. You imagine, in your imagination, two things will come, that is, peace and calm. Then you aspire, ask it may come. You aspire, first you imagine peace and calm. 6 times peace and 1 time calm you have to invoke. Then that may come peace, peace and calm. Here 2 times peace and 1 time calm. Peace, peace and calm. And then when something comes and touches you and acts, when you call, when you aspire, when you pray, there will be an equal answer, there will be a decent sort to what you have to do. When something comes and touches, something comes and then touches, then say quietly, peace, 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 3 times again, peace, peace, peace. Not look at the thoughts, don't listen to the thoughts. You understand? Don't concentrate more upon the thoughts that is evolved from your mind. So you must not pay attention to everything that comes. So you must live in peace. You must aspire for peace. You must have the knowledge of peace. Don't pay attention to any everything whatever is coming. Then when someone bothers you a great deal, and you want to get rid of them, you don't listen to him. Do you? So that is the mother questions. The puts the question. Good. You turn your head away. You turn your hard head and away and think something else. Well, you must do that. When thoughts come, very interesting. When thoughts come, you must not look at them. Thoughts are coming. It is evolving, emerging from the mind. Don't look at them. Then must not listen to them or pay any attention them. Then what you must behave as though they don't exist. So that is the condition. When it is coming, don't listen to them, don't get disturbed, don't pay attention, and feel that they are not existing, don't look at them. And repeat all the time like that. Whenever it is coming, you repeat like this, that is the procedure. So, how shall I put it, mother quotes? And as an idiot goes, who repeats the same thing always. Well, same thing must be repeated. You must repeat peace and peace and peace again. Santihi, Santihi, Santi, 3 times. Then you try this for a few minutes. Not only it is because it is a progressive stage. It is a steady state condition. You have to repeat it. Then what you have to do? Then another time you begin sit down again, and then try. Same thing. Continuation. Same thing. Then do this on getting up in the morning. First in the morning when you get up, you try, and in the evening when you go to bed, you try. You can do this. Look, if you want to digest your food properly, you can do it for a few minutes. That is what mother has a great suggestion. If you want to digest your food, you repeat it for few minutes before eating, before sleeping, after getting up, and you for digestion, before eating. Shanti, 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 you can do. You can imagine how much it helps your digestion. So that's what mother quotes with the chanting of the peace and peace and peace. Shanti, shanti, shanti. This digestion and the digestive ability, it increases. Before beginning to eat, you sit quietly and say peace, peace, peace. Another way. So mother quotes before going to bed, after getting up from the bed, before taking food, and before beginning to eat, while for the digestion, you have to remain silent and chant the word three times: peace, 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 and everything becomes calm. So mother shows in, and this has to be continued. And there comes a time when no longer need to sit down, and no matter what you are doing, if that will be mechanically or spontaneously, it will happen. And no matter what you are saying, it is always one thing you must repeat: peace, peace, and peace. Everything remains here. So when you enter, it remains like this. The same thing is always the perfect peace that has to be aspired. Again, mother goes little bit ahead and a little bit, in a very interesting way. Mother has explained another way. But at the beginning, a very small beginning, 2 or 3 minutes. Don't linger it. Don't take more steps, more additive steps. But at the beginning, it is very well, a small beginning, 2 or 3 minutes only, 2 or 3 minutes only. It is very simple. For something complicated, you must make an effort. If some for something complicated, you must make an effort. And when one makes an effort, one is not quiet. It is difficult to make an effort while remaining quiet. Very difficult, mother quotes. It is difficult to make an effort when someone is quiet. Very simple, very simple. You must be always simple in all these things. That simplicity must be there. That aspiration must be there. That imagination must be there. And that attempt must be there. It is though you are learning how to call a friend. By dint of being called, he comes. Once you learn how to call your friends, by dint of your calling, your being, so he comes. Well, make peace and calm your friends. Like you are initially you start calling your friends, and after some time you feel as if your friend is coming by dint of your being. So like this mother quotes, you make a friendship with calm and peace, and they will come. And with this chanting, with this iteration, with this pronunciation, peace, 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 calm. Like in the part of the truth, we have seen mother saying, "Oh truth, come manifest." Like this, finally we have to call, come, peace, 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 come. So initially, that is mother has initially and finally, at the beginning and the end, mother has put the very essential word come, come, come. We are calling. So come. Then in between four times, mother has used to peace, 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 and peace. Then finally come, and it will come. There is no doubt of it. So for that, actually, what you have to do, you have to sit down quietly. Sit down quietly. That is the required condition. You have to sit. You have to pray. That is what that must be there. So now it is time for us to quote only couple of lines from Sri Aurobindo. How Sri Aurobindo has quoted and seen the manifestation of peace in different writings. Only 3 4 lines we will try to quote from Sri Aurobindo. Now, Sri Aurobindo initially in the very sentence, Sri Aurobindo tried to explain and quote, peace is the very basis of all the siddhi in the yoga. Peace is the basis of all the siddhi in the yoga. For sadhana, siddhi, how long it will go, I don't have the idea, but we have to we have to persevere, we have to go on, we have to march forward, we have to adventure. So many ways we go, we think, we feel, or we rather adventure. But thing is that mother quotes, the initial thing, the very prominent thing, the very best thing what you can do, that is the peace. And the peace in is the, you must know, realize, you must be sure. It is a certain ideology for you to put in your part. Peace is the very basis of all the siddhi in the yoga. Again, the Sri Aurobindo has gone little bit ahead. Peace must be ours. That peace must be ours, but not not the peace of the empty or devastated nature. Ours means it is from inside our souls. So it must be ours, not the peace of an empty or devastated nature. The nature's peace, what we really enjoy, outward peace or inward peace, regarding the outer nature, it is something very much interesting for us. But the thing is that Mother quotes, Sri Aurobindo quotes here, if this is the peace that must be ours, not the peace of the of an empty or devastated nature. Third, next one, Mother Sri Aurobindo goes forward. It is only on the basis of peace and calm, simultaneously with peace, that another term is automatically added, that is calm. So it is only on the basis of peace and calm that the true progress and realization can come. So true progress and realization, two things are there. It has to come with the very basis of peace and calm. It is only on the basis of peace and calm that the true progress and realization come. Then towards the end, Sri Aurobindo is having the very perfect observation in the peace. In the peace, if it has come, it has manifested, it has stayed with you for some time. It in the peace you can bear whatever love or ananda comes. Naturally, love and ananda, it descends, comes. To bear it, we must have the bearing capacity. In the peace only, you can bear whatever love and ananda comes, whatever strength comes, whatever knowledge comes. So there is descent of peace, love, ananda, strength, and knowledge. To bear all these things, the basic requirement, the Aadhar must be ready with the ascent, with this peace. In the peace, you can bear whatever love or ananda comes, whatever strength comes, or whatever knowledge. Really, it is a brilliant topic. We must know, we must realize that the peace, that is the very basis of sadhana. Without peace, really nothing great can be achieved, because to achieve something in the yoga, the peace is basic requirement for us, to progress and to have the realization. And to get, actually, we have to do, we have to sit down quietly. We have to sit down quietly, and we must know the best way of escaping from the ignorance and falsehood and pain. It is necessary to have the aspiration, to have the progressive attitude, to that opening that must be there. Vande Mataram.